Welcome to NFT Update. I'm your host, Deezy.
And I'm Justin.
And we come to you once a week with the breaking news in the space and the hot NFT projects.
But not just once a week. On this channel once a week, but aren't we somewhere else?
Yeah, you can also find us on NFT Update on YouTube. We have our own channel. We only got about 5,000 subs, so we would love to see more of the BitSquad members jump ship over here.
Yeah, we're gonna be giving away some really cool stuff. You got to wait till you watch the end of the video to find out what that is. But the link for the actual YouTube channel NFT Update will be in this description. Go follow, subscribe, like, whatever you got to do to make sure you're staying in the know on some of that content and the good giveaways.
Giveaway details at the end. But first, we got some NFT news. Adidas just had an NFT launch where they try to limit everybody to 2 max. But of course, this is crypto, so someone figured out how to mint a whole bunch of them all at once. So Adidas, welcome to crypto.
That's right. I think Nike's trying to enter the space too. I saw something interesting about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think wearable items in the future is going to be huge. I mean, when you're in the metaverse, I think I spoke about it before. You imagine having the OG Jordan NFT on your avatar.
Yeah.
That is super awesome.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so they are boasting they're bringing the sneakerheads into the metaverse.
You know what? That's an easy jump for them, I think, because they're already into collecting.
I think so. I think you're right.
All right, so we got some projects this week. But first, let's talk a little Pluto Alliance.
Yeah, let's talk about Pluto Alliance. So our V2 drop wrapped up last week. We did something pretty cool. So for everybody that had a V1, you know, and I think a lot of people were like, well, my alien's unlucky. I got a V1, you know, Saturn with a belt, and that's it, and I got an unlucky alien. Well, what we did is we went ahead and dropped everybody that had a V1 in their wallets. We dropped them all a V2.
Yeah, so this is huge. Everybody technically is now a winner. So if you help, you've won something. Every single person.
That's right. So what's some of the upcoming things that we have going on for the V2s?
Well, with the V2, we're lucky enough to have Ether cards as our dev. So they're doing some really cool thing with our forging mechanism. We have 10 planets rarities, and there's going to be 10 different prizes that you can win once you forge your panel.
Yeah, so the story goes like this. You'll get 3 aliens with the same backgrounds that play out a whole planet. So like if you have all 3 Mars backgrounds or all 3 Venus backgrounds, you'll be able to take those, stick them in the forger, they'll get burned, and then you'll get in place a super alien NFT.
Yeah, so that'll be huge. And on the top end, Black Hole, you forge those. We're giving away Super Bowl tickets. On the low end, a Jupiter or Saturn, you know, we're going to be giving away merch. So really looking forward to see what the landing page looks like, see how they gamified it. And I think it's going to look really, really, really cool.
I think you're right about Ether cards, though. They are a top-tier dev team, for sure. The UI for the burning on the mint was phenomenal.
Yeah. And some people are wondering, you know, what if you don't want to forge? You know, say you have the Black Hole, you know, you can win a Super Bowl, you know, you might want... They might not be able to buy, you know, more NFTs. So we're rewarding people, even if you only hold 1 NFT, you still have utility. So we're still going to reward the people if they haven't forged. We are splitting the Opensea royalty from the volume traded. Half goes to forge, half goes to unforged. As far as volume traded, where are we at right now?
I think at the time of recording this video, we're at about $250,000.
$250,000.
Only been on a week.
Yeah, so we give portion of the royalties to forge, half to unforge. So that's going to be huge.
So yeah, if you don't have one, if you missed the mint, or you didn't get one airdropped, or you don't even know where to get it, go to Opensea and type in Pluto Alliance V2, Pluto Alliance V2, and go. I think the floor right now is pretty cheap. It's like 0.06. You know, so go get you one. You at least get rev share coming to you monthly. So that's pretty cool. Like you're gonna get money back for this NFT. You may get something super rare. You don't know. So yeah, go check it out. Opensea Pluto Alliance V2.
And back to Ether cards, we're working on a way where we can reward you without gas taking a huge portion of that. So we'll keep you up to date on that.
That's right.
And a quick Deezy pick. There's something next month. Greedy Gramps.
Greedy Gramps.
Yeah, we're looking. They have a very well-connected team, and they have a very, very unique website. I've never seen anything like this. It's kind of like replying to messages. You just have to check it out yourself. Next month might be one you keep an eye out on. So.
Well, maybe we'll revisit
Gramps.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's closer.
All right.
Greedy Gramps.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. All right, cool. So I think our last project is going to be GameStation. I know you're probably saying, hey, I've heard that before. Well, you have. You have heard it. We did do a small segment on it a few weeks ago, but we did want to hit on some other things with GameStation. I think in that first video we talked about you could get it on Uniswap. You can't get it on Uniswap. It's actually on the Polygon network, which is QuickSwap.
Yep.
So if you wanted to participate in maybe buying some GameStation, not telling you to do it, this is not financial advice, but you'd have to do it in QuickSwap. We'll put all those links in the description.
I will say this about it being on QuickSwap: when coins are harder to obtain, that's usually you're getting in early. Just a sign. But again, now just maybe look into it. Do your own research.
Well, also with Polygon, you're using that network for literally pennies.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was on Ethereum, you might spend $200 just to make a transaction. On Polygon, just like buying a smart chain, it might cost you a penny.
Yeah, and Polygon's definitely an up-and-coming platform, too.
For sure. I think it's
still... It's the main layer, too.
I think with this kind of down momentum that we have right now in the market, Polygon's one of the ones that are still in the green.
Yeah, so you can participate in this ecosystem early, and it might pay off, But, yeah, what makes them different is, it's a regular NFT marketplace. They can also issue NFTs, but they do some other things, too, that you can't really find.
Yeah, you can actually, if you have the gamer token, you can stake it.
Yeah.
And when you stake it, you have access to all these hot new gaming projects. And if you're in the crypto space, as I'm pretty sure you are if you're watching this, the hottest thing right now in crypto are gaming tokens. So the IDOs come out on GameStation's Launchpad, stake the gamer, and then you have access to those IDOs.
It's actually all in the name, right?
Yeah.
GameStation. It's a station to launch these other games. Gaming platforms are hot. You jump in early so you can stake your NFTs. You get these IDOs for, what could be the next Axie Infinity.
Yeah. I will say, well, I can't say too much. I do know that they recently have a partnership with a high-end, mainstream, top brand gaming company.
Yeah, but
I can't say anything else.
We already said too much.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, dang it.
I do that every time.
Make sure you cut that.
So anyways, GameStation, links in the description if you want to participate. The QuickSwap links, the actual website for GameStation and all that. If you want to go check it out, do your own research. And I think it's a cool one.
Yeah, we're actually staking our mutant apes.
Yeah, we are.
So.
We are staking our mutant apes. All right, so we had talked about a giveaway at the beginning of this video. What is it going to be?
Let's get the NFT update subscribers rewarded. So we have our own channel. You're watching this on BitBoy right now, but we have our own channel, NFT update. Let's get those subs up. So let's reward 6 subscribers with some V2 NFTs.
Oh, V2s. That's their mint price was 0.08. So that's about $300. And we're going to give 6 of them away?
Easily, right?
Easily.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So go comment on the last video on the NFT update channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification. And you are entered to win a V2 Pluto Alliance alien.
You never know what you see on there. You might see a TikTok from Deezy. You might see a phone record, Justin in his truck driving around. So, yeah, we're putting out all types of content that you can't see anywhere else.
We're keeping it crazy over there.
All right, but that's all we got time for. I'm going to toss it to you. You toss it to me. All right?
If you toss it to me, I'm tossing it back. We'll do a hot potato. Go ahead.
Hey,
I'm not taking this.
I don't want it either. Pluto is a planet.